Nice set by Steffes. Chance to score by Johnson. Cranking from the left side.
Little pumped. Not too nervous on that swing.
Adam Johnson in the white tank top. The unusual haircut. All-American out of USC. 10 tournament titles to his credit. Won last year with Brooke Vandeweghe in San Antonio, but bounced around from partner to partner. There's the Dream Team 1, Karch Kirai in the ever-present pink hat, the most decorated player in the history of the sport of volleyball. Kirai to score, and the tap down against Randy Stoklos.
Kirai, Steffes had an earlier semifinal. They probably will start out slower. I think that Johnson and Stoklos have an advantage. A little warmer. They just played before this.
Nice block by Karch Kirai, taking away the cross court.
Yeah, if you're going to hit cross court, bad idea to ease up because Karch reads so well.
And jumps and jumps. You just cannot make the slightest error against Kirai.
Look at him reach with his right hand, gets over there after the ball was hit that time.
Kirai, now 33 years of age, has accomplished everything but still seems as hungry as ever to win and compete. And you know, he says there's a lot of differences between my young partner Kent Steffes, who we see there in the blue hat, white tank top. He's 25, he's single, I'm 33, I'm married, but those differences are healthy, and both those players acknowledge it.
Well, I think that they've worked out everything. The problems they had early when they were together. Karch didn't feel it was productive. Made a change, now he's come back, and wisely so.
Adam Johnson with the ace down the line once again. Location much more important than just velocity.
Another ace for Adam Johnson.
And Randy Stoklos paying a little tribute to his new partner, Adam Johnson. Jump serving par excellence. Location the key once again.
Well, he'd gone down the line 3 times. This time he goes down the middle. Another ace. Good results.
3-1. Randy Stoklos, Adam Johnson leading Kirai and Stephens. Nice tap over the top.
2 aces so far for Johnson out of those 3 points. And you know, we talked about a new ball this year, and consensus is that it will help the servers. A little bit harder. They're going to be able to serve the ball harder off their hand. I think time will tell if that's the case.
It's a little bit smaller, it's smoother, and just has greater velocity. Nice block by Steffes. Big point to get Kent Steffes and Karch Kirai back on the right foot. We'll be back to the Evian indoor after the side change. 3-2, Stoklos and Johnson lead. Johnson off the top of the tape, out of bounds. Unforced error. That's certainly what cost Frohoff and Akatubby a chance to beat Kirai and Steffes earlier in the semifinals. Can't make a mistake against the best.
Let's see if they can stay with that match. They're serving Johnson, letting Steffes block him. We'll see if they go with that matchup here.
Kirai to serve. Tied at 3 in the championships of the Evian Indoor Pro Beach Volleyball Championships. Easy chance. Steffes with a little tap down and score. Kirai and Steffes by 1 in the finals of the Evian Indoor. Tight pass. Over. Great dig by Kirai.
Well, as everyone knows by now who's watched volleyball, when it counts, Karch Kirai always comes to play.
I tell you, I was thinking about something. The level of play is so high, and there's no preseason in Pro Beach Volleyball. There's this big event, a big event right out of the chute.
$100,000 in prize money makes it a big event.
Kirai over the top, and there's talk of 4 or 5 of these indoor beach volleyball events next year throughout the East and Midwest. A little respite from hopefully what will be a less severe winter next year.
Well, I think it's a great idea. It gives his fans. It's going to make the fan base grow. Just great.
Phenomenal play by Kirai and Stephens. That's what made them so good last year. They both have the ability to scramble, playing good defense, passing, setting, and converting for points.
Well, Randy's saying that he take this ball open-handed. You know, I didn't know there was that much problem these days, but it may somewhat of a legitimate cause because he was blocking, not digging the ball.
I think that Jim Leonard ruled that that was a dig. Kirai reached up, kind of knuckled that ball up into the air. It was a questionable play, but right in front of Jim Leonard.
And Randy was saying, wait, his hand was open. He didn't knuckle it.
Johnson with the side out.
AJ, great indoor hitter in college. Should not be afraid of the block by any means. Quick arm swing. Quick arm swings, hardest to block. Ball gets there so quickly.
Adam Johnson had been successful with his jump serve.
2 of the 3 points, matter of fact, Paul, have been scored by aces on his jump serve.
Good.
I was about to say, Randy has to block. Great effort. These players really put the effort out. It's great to see this time of the year.
For years, Stoklos, the dominant blocker in pro beach volleyball, along with Tim Hovland, and that's what he has got to return to this year. Steffes is there. Kirai's got to keep this ball in play. Just overran it a little bit. Unusual mistake by Karch Kirai.
Well, I think Randy will block more this year because of Adam's jump serve. There's going to be more plays set close to the net, off the net, giving Randy a chance to block.
So all 4 players just bombing the jump serve, looking for mistakes. That's out of bounds by Stoklos. And we'll take the side change. Kirai and Stephens take advantage of the unforced error by Randy Stoklos. They lead 6-4, the championship of the Evian indoor from New York. Trojan, All-American there many times. His team trailing by 2, 6-4 to Kirai and Stephens. Make it 6-5. Big stuff block by Randy Stoklos. His 3rd. Ace up the middle, husband and wife.
3rd ace for Adam Johnson. Player exactly right. What they were questioning before that play is a screen. So Randy moved over, served it right down the middle for the ace.
Gave him a perfect view. They could stand there and watch the ace right up the middle.
Hey, you want to see it? Here it is.
We're tied at 6. Stoklos, Johnson, Kirai, Steffes. Finals of the Evian indoor from Madison Square Garden. That served just long.
Interestingly, Adam started on the left side of the court and back. This time he's moved to the middle. We'll see if he keeps moving over as the match progresses.
Well, he gets an ace on the left, then he moves to the middle, and then he gets an ace
On the
there.
right.
He got one over here, and now he's moving back. Nice shot by Adam Johnson.
We don't see a little top spin from Adam too often. Something he needs to add to his arsenal. Only obviously he's worked on it over the summer.
Well, hitting,
Winner.
you know, he's moved from the left to the right. Hitting won't be the problem, I don't think, for Adam Johnson. What will come with time are the shots and trouble shots from his what is now offside. That ball is wide. Adam Johnson was there and overruled by Jim Leonard.
Randy will not be happy. Or the crowd, for that matter.
Jim Leonard, the #1 referee, overruling the linesman on this play.
Let's take a look. Out all the way, Paul.
Oh, that ball is way out.
Way out. Boy, I would complain if I was Randy, too. Adam Johnson was right there, had a good look at that ball, let it go. That's a bad break.
That ball was out by 6 inches at least.
I never understood why you have linemen if you don't listen to them, especially on that particular play. A line hit right down the line. You can see it all the way. I can see the yellow.
And here, ladies and gentlemen, what's coming out? Everybody at home knows what's coming. There it is. That's a bad call. What Stoklos and Johnson have to do here is just forget about all of this. It's 6-6. They got to let that go by the board and continue to play.
Again, a learning experience for them. They'll see how they rebound from this type of play.
Bad pass. They don't rebound well at all, and it costs them a point right away. And 2 in a row. Much better serve that time by Kent Steffes.
Well, the only guy in my history of the game that I've seen that can pass as well as Karch is probably Larry Rundle, player from the old days. I mean, he snap passed a little differently, and nobody can figure out how he did it, but Karch Kirai is a great passer.
And no solution to Kirai and Stephens. They take the 3-point lead. We'll change sides at the Evian indoor.
And so far, you're right, Paul. They have not looked good since that point.
Got to just buckle down, side out right here, and Steffes and Kirai looking at adding another championship. Shot on 2 by Randy Stoklos.
Some ways I don't like that in that situation. They've been struggling a little bit. It may shake Adams' confidence a little bit. That's what I always felt. Somebody did that.
Perfect pass. Adam Johnson hits a ball out of bounds, and then Stoklos says, okay, I got to take things into my own hands. But those are things that they'll work out over the course of the season. Tight set. And over the top by Adam Johnson. Making do, and Stoklos knows he made a setting error.
You know, Paul, now's the time to talk about the rally clock not being on, because it would start having an effect about now. It's not on. That means if team doesn't get 15, you're always in the game.
Adam Johnson, Randy Stoklos trail. Kirai and Stephens, 10-7. Kirai told me that if there was no rally clock, he didn't think that they would ever lose.
Guess we'll find out.
Every match they lost last year, and there weren't many, was on the clock. They never lost a game to 15 last year. Oh, you know, never lose. What he means is obviously they would have even more success if there was no clock.
Well, I agree. They're such a steady team. You're just not going to blow them away consistently. So if they can hang in there long enough, they're going to beat you.
Hang in there, side out, and then create opportunities for players like Kent Steffes to block the ball hard cross court against Stoklos.
There's that matchup they look for right there. Good set in the middle. Randy has the whole court. Tries to go cross court and misses it.
Stoklos getting served again. And cranking cross court. You know, Stokey has done his thing. He's gotten blocked a few times. He's gotten served an awful lot. But Kirai and Stephens have been so smooth after the early beginning. They just haven't given any easy points to Johnson and Randy Stoklos.
I think they wanted to keep the beach here as long as they could. No rally.
Stuff blocked by Randy Stoklos. So they got to bring all those dump trucks back in. Those guys don't want to drive back out to Long Island with all this stuff.
That's a big break. Randy Stoklos must block. He gets up, sees it all the way again. See the cross court drop with his hand? That's where he's gotten all of his blocks so far, cross court.
Again, getting rid of the jump serve, going to Steffes. And the tap over the block and down the line.
But, you know, that's okay. You make Steffes change what he wants to do. He eased up. Adam guesses right. He could pick that up easily. He didn't, but you make him change what he wants to do. I never thought I'd see beach volleyball as an Olympic sport, quite truthfully, in my lifetime.
No, I'm thrilled about
absolutely
it.
wonderful.
I'm thrilled about it. Stoklos with 2 chances thanks to the cover.
That's a big play right there. Looked like a sure stuff. Randy sticks his arm out, plays it up. Big play. Good block at the net. Randy just sticks his arm out. Adam with a good set, gives him time to get up, puts it away. Big play right there at 8-11.
The second set by Adam Johnson, right on the money. Johnson and Stoklos need the 11-9 side change. Cannot fall behind by 4 on the side change. Big momentum opportunity for Johnson and Stoklos. Bad pass. There it is, 11-9 side change. And we got a ball game in the finals of the Evian Indoor.
Good. Come on.
Chance here for Kirai and Stephens. Over the top and down. And Kirai and Stephens finally get off 11, take the 3-point lead at 12-9. This is where their confidence and the time they've spent together really pays off.
Well, they're just so confident. They've won so much. They know they can do it. I mean, I've seen them do this when they've been behind this kind of score in the end of a game.
Tight set. Nice shot by Stoklos. Stokey does not get the credit he deserves for the unbelievable trouble shots he possesses. That's a great shot to the corner.
Great shot, tight set. And, you know, Adam Johnson moves to the ball very well. Gets their trouble set, he runs it down, puts it up nice and high. That's what you want. It can be close, it can be a little off. You put it up high, gives that hitter a chance.
Right on the back line. Adam Johnson looking for aces. Has 3, has missed 7 serves. And that ball off the top of the tape and just on the sideline.
I think the tapes, you know, when we played it was rope. Paul, these things bounce a little more. It's
you hit the ball on the top of this tape, it's ejecto out of bounds for the most part.
Here it comes. Watch this thing bounce. You can see it go up in the air. Cross court, bingo. There it is. bounces up in the air. Great block.
Look at that. Kirai and Stephens taking turns blocking and then feeding one another.
That's the biggest advantage I think they have. They both block. They can. One guy gets a little tired, the other guy can block. They're just so well-rounded. Great play up in one. Had to be because it was touching the block. Put away by Steffes.
Hard-packed indoor beach surface at Madison Square Garden. And the most successful player in the history of volleyball, indoors or out. And I wonder if he'll play in the Olympics. We shall wait and see. Going for 3 in a row. And tapping down 3 in a row.
Well, I think Karsh will play. I think he'll still be around strong. And what a great thing it would be. 2 indoor golds to have a chance to win a 3rd outdoors.
You know, we talk about the game growing. I think that's a record that'll stand for a long time as we go to championship point of the Evian indoor. Kirai and Stephens with a commanding lead right now over Johnson and Stoklos.
Big play by Randy Stoklos. Ball was set right on top. Again, collision at the net happening a lot. These players, balls are set awfully close. They're both jumping at the ball and they land on each other. Usually the blocker's the one that gets hurt too. He's down first.
As long as the contact is what is deemed incidental, means it doesn't affect the play. It just goes on. There's no center line in beach volleyball as there is indoors. And well, Ken Steffes gets some attention. Let's go over to Tim Hovland with Karch Kirai.
Hey, Karch, how are you feeling right now? 14-9.
Feeling good. I just made a stupid serve that last play. We got some points off Adam and then went back to Randy instead of keeping it on Adam.
Who are you going to go to for the game winner?
Oh, well, it's Ken's turn to serve next. I'm just telling him to serve an ace.
Good luck.
All right, Tim, and Karch Kirai showing you how much serving strategy plays in this level of competition. You go to Stokey early, then you come back to Adam Johnson.
They'd like to win, sure, and they still have a shot at it, but they've played well.
Take away 4 unforced errors, and you look at Kirai and Stephens. They've played perfectly.
They really have.
Here we are. We're still at the end of winter. We're playing indoors. Not ready to go outdoors yet. And Kirai and Stephens have gone through this very, very long match without a single unforced error.
They say a lot to their training. They're really ready when the season comes around. Earlier, they're ready earlier.
The beat goes on.
Nobody's going to give in.
Tell you, once Kirai and Stephens got to 14, Adam Johnson and Randy Stoklos have been perfect. And they needed to be to save off championship.
Well, and indeed, so has Steffes and Kirai.
Yep.
They haven't made a mistake until now.
There it is.
They break double digits finally.
Adam Johnson with the service winner. You got to go right back to Steffes.
Well, he's got to serve tough again. Great serve right at Steffes. He can't play it out. Karch Kirai, and characteristically, even for him, doesn't get it straight up in the air. Well, they don't make a lot of mistakes in a row, do they?
Maybe once, and then the old saying is, of course, never twice in a row. Kirai and Steffes, after giving up 1, still lead by 4. 14-10 championship final match from Madison Square Garden to the Evian Indoor. I'm Paul Sunderland, along with Kurt Kilgore, and this championship, especially in the latter stages, the volleyball has really been at a high level.
I think I go to AJ here. Karch talked about that in the timeout. Like to see him go back to him. They've been going at Randy almost every play.
Tight set. That's trouble. Swing for the championship. I think there's a few people here who are glad there's no rally clock on this match.
They just keep hanging in. Great play by both teams. Tell you, nobody's making a lot of mistakes out here, Paul. This is just high-level play. They're all making the plays.
And that was the first swing, and it wasn't even a hard swing that Kirai and Stephens had for the championship. Since they got to 14, Stokey comes with the ace. We go 14-11 for the side change. It was 14-9. Stoklos and Johnson are coming on. We'll be back to the championship, the Evian Indoor. Close it out and have served for the championship, Kurt Kilgore, 11 times. And Randy Stoklos and Adam Johnson will not give in. Stoklos to serve, now down by only 3. Make it 2.
Well, how much confidence can this give them? First time it's coming back like this, they're going to be glad there's no rally clock just for the comeback.
And Kirai and Stephens right after the side change and the ace take a 20-second timeout.
Well, 2 aces right down the middle. You've got to start communicating. It's very uncharacteristic. They'll give up 1, but not 2. Randy turning on his jump serve. Hadn't scored much in the match so far. Right over Carson's head and down on the line.
And with no wind in your face to work with, serving the ball over Karch onto the back line for the ace just when he needed it.
And Randy talking to the crowd, getting them excited. I like to see him do that.
Stoklos serving, his team down by only 2. This has been a great final.
It really has. Both teams have played extraordinarily. Since about, well, I'd say 14-9. I mean, it's just been an incredibly steady match.
I would say that this is as good a stretch of half an hour or so of volleyball as I saw all last year.
Well, I think it's going to be a tougher year all the way around. I think that's a...
Oh, no.
Oh, that's terrible. You can't end it like that.
That is unbelievable.
Paul, the only
Call
good
for
thing-
championship point. Jim Leonard called a mishandled ball after
Terrible.
13 serves for championship point.
And you know the real bad part about that, the good thing for Stoklos and Johnson, they're going to say, look, we came back, they took it away from us. They're not going to consider this a loss. I guarantee you that may be good.
I think that's a good point. Interesting play here. Randy Stoklos does this periodically. Kent Steffes serving for the championship for the 13th time.
Well, I'll tell you, a match should not end like that.
Karch will take it, but this is a tight call to end the championship.
Should never end this way in a match this good.
Say Randy Stoklos will take chances, got some of the best hands on the beach. Jim Leonard definitive about the call right away.
He did call it right away, which is allotted to him, but boy, after such great play.
Well, the ball has to come out of your hands simultaneously. Has to be both hands on the volleyball, in and out simultaneously, and Jim Leonard ruled that the ball transferred from one hand to the other, a double contact to end the championship. It took a long time, but it is over. Kirai and Stephens have won again the Evian Indoor Championship. We'll be back.